Okay, there's a story behind that. I'll tell you at the next battle time. Go Show Go. Okay, I like the Oblivion tag. Shout out to DSS.
Go Show Go. Wait, Show said he was coming. Okay, whatever. But all right, moving on into the game. Other side of winter semis. You know, let's see if this lives up to what we just witnessed.
I mean, Oblivion did take a Phoenix Uprising last week from Legit. Legit managed to defend his Uprising throne this week, but looking like lately this is a closer matchup than we're used to seeing between these two. I mean, right now we're seeing what we normally see, which is to say Legit kind of runs away with the neutral game, starts dancing all over Oblivion and just flaunting the fact that he's in his head, but can never count out Twan.
No, it's all about his punish game. I think, personally, playing with Oblivion a lot more, he's come over to my house, and even talking to Sean, I don't know how, but Oblivion just knows how to clutch out these games, and he will just get the conversion to the heavens like nothing.
Yeah.
I don't know how he does it. Like, sometimes even Show can't get it, and Sean said it himself. He's like, yeah, I'll play with Show, I'll train with him, but he never gets the ladder on me. But I play with Twan, he just kills me. Like, I don't know.
I mean, I've talked to Sean about it. Oop, there we go. I've talked to Sean about it as well, and he says that Oblivion has kind of this tenacity, the loser's comeback factor, where he plays smarter and cleaner when he's behind. And this is the reason why you'll see Oblivion, especially in the loser's bracket, being a terrifying force. The more his life is on the line, the better he is. He has a real-life aura.
I mean, yo, he is from the hood. It makes sense.
You kind of need that factor in order to survive in those conditions, but right now, Legit is making things as difficult as possible, so we'll see if Oblivion can do it. And right now,
platform did not read the DI correctly. I think he DI'd in at that anyway, so that was some good stuff from Legit, really throwing him off.
Yeah, because of the moving platform makes it so that the DI mix-up stands out a lot more. Still living.
Back on the stage. Like, I do like how Legit is playing it at the moment. Like, he is just in Twan's face.
Ooh!
With the downer taking that stock!
Speaking of in faces, this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I'm used to seeing when I watch these two play. I mean, of course, at Uprising, unfortunately, no stream. So we only get to see the results post. But ordinarily, it tends to be Legit starts running away and really lays on to the fact that he's intimidated Oblivion to the point where he's just like pressing buttons at Oblivion, and Oblivion's just eating the abuse over and over again.
I think Twan excels when the pace is slower. When they're playing some phenomenal neutral, I think that's where Twan really can go ahead and get his spots, because really, like that, Meta Knight benefits from it so much more, because he gets that one hit, the punish is going to be great. But when you go on Legit, when he does hit the banana, he's going to get, what, one combo, you know, good 20%, has some stage control, but I don't know. Right now, Legit is just trying to stay on him to make sure that that does not happen, but he's getting caught right there.
And he's going to die right. Oh, no, he's not.
Good DI.
Very good DI. I thought Oblivion would still be in range, but good recognition by Oblivion to know that he wasn't.
I mean, that was just phenomenal from Legit. Also, just he ended up starting to the left and then went back into the stage. Really threw him off.
No!
Unfortunate SD. Oh, my good. Okay, Oblivion, I know you have Show in your tag. You don't got to look like him right now.
Hey, he's just saying, okay, I play better when there's a deficit. Let me make a deficit.
He was looking for some type of roll right there. Didn't get the correct one. And Legit still going for all of these down airs.
I mean, again, Legit really feels himself historically against Oblivion.
I mean, it's actually just showing right now. He is putting everything he knows against Oblivion like, on the table. He was like, all right, Twan, what are you going to do differently to go ahead and get at me right now? Because as the match is going, you haven't done anything.
You know, Oblivion trying to create that space, trying to slow down the tempo of the game. Like you said, you see he waited a little bit, dashed in, got caught in his mix-up, though, by a grab, dash grab by Legit, which is actually clever because the dash grab happens before Oblivion was putting in his input for the mix-up, right?
No, exactly. So one thing I am seeing from Oblivion, he actually is just letting Legit dictate this match right now.
Yeah.
The pace at which we're being played, and even really in the instances when Legit is pulling out the banana, he is instantly trying to just run up, either hit it or challenge it. Not even just respecting the fact that, you know what, Diddy's most likely, you know, 90% of the time, they're going to get that banana. Go ahead and let him get it and just play the shield game with him. Again, going for that back air. I like it, but you're putting yourself in a terrible position for Legit just to grab you like this.
And it's one of those things, you always have the option of just deciding, you know what, this game, I'm going to lose by timeout. You can just decide to play that passively if you really need to slow down the pace of the game, and a lot of times opponents will just give it to you.
Good recovery.
Right now, oh
back
my...
throw actually is going to do it.
And that is so unfortunate. You see Oblivion was waiting at the ledge, trying to react to the get-up. He reacts just a second too slowly, and that gives Legit the time to get the back throw in.
Oh, man. So Legit going up 2-0. in this best-of-5 set, and Oblivion is lost right now. Like, you're telling me that this man took the set away from him last week?
This man took a tournament away.
He took a tournament?
He took 2 sets of Legit last week.
I mean, from what I'm watching right now, how?
I don't know. It wasn't streamed. Shoutouts to York, man, being an MVP TO. Just gotta figure out that stream situation. Then we would know.
I mean, even just a local recording, I think that would be fine. Just put up a VOD.
Oh, okay. I like he's channeling his inner show, changing his color just like DSS
Well,
does.
he's going to the Ido.
He's going to the Ido. That's right.
Yeah, so trying to find something happen. Trying to make it happen, but
trying to get a little.
You know what? Just don't SD again.
I was gonna say trying to get a little PTSD going, but that involves SDing.
Oh,
So.
Hey, I mean, he does have the SD hat on tonight.
They both do. Foundry alums, both of them.
Alright, so still playing the patient game, but this time around Legit is not playing the banana. I do like how he's just trying to use a lot of, Diddy's aerials, trying to stuff the approach from Oblivion. Oh, he has the banana in hand, but that's actually good for him. Oh, no, but the reverse into the forward smash!
Sakurai angle, wow! That F smash, I know Legit was surprised too. I saw him slightly lean back when that hit.
No, he's kind of just shaking his head at that. He's like, alright, it happened. No worries, let me just keep going. Tricky stuff right there coming from Legit, throwing the banana down, and immediately knowing that, Oblivion's just going to get up on top of it.
Oblivion again just backing off, trying to find his openings. Does find one, unable to connect that up air string.
Now the Z-Drop ended up coming out. Like, Legit got exactly what he wanted, just did not pull the trigger this time around. And speaking of pulling triggers, down tilt, up smash. I remember back in the day when Legit had to make a highlight video and that's all it was.
It was Andy Sorrow having to find hype combos by Legit, and literally it was just the 2-piece. Yeah.
No biscuits, no drink, no nothing.
It's just Legit knows, sticks to the bare minimum. Sticks to the neutral game.
I mean, hey, he's been top 3 in NorCal for how long now? You better stick to what's working.
Ooh, I like the air dodge bait by Oblivion, but does not quite manage to capitalize on it.
Oh no, and the back air has it back off stage. Great recovery right there from Legit. Immediately just throwing it out to just hit him instead. He's like, alright, if I hit you, I'll take this trade no matter what. But if you hit me, I'm dead. This is Diddy call.
Yeah.
Air dodge gets the read.
Gets the kill. And here we go. Oblivion takes a game, puts a number on the scoreboard.
Now, even with that mix-up of the DI and the up airs, it's just phenomenal stuff from Oblivion to sit down and just read where Legit was going.
I mean, you got to. It's actually, once you're fighting an opponent that has experience in the Meta Knight matchup, it becomes more of a layered read and guessing game, the same way that Bayo combos do.
Exactly.
Against opponents that are aware of the DI options.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've played a few friendlies with DSS before, because in his experience, whenever he plays people, they normally don't SDI. Because one, either they don't know it correctly, or they're just not doing it right, or they're just accepting fate. Like, all right, I'm just gonna DI regularly and hope it happens.
Yeah.
So there's always that mix-up between like, all right, do they know how to do it, and then do I have to try to make this happen?
Now, of course, at this point, because Oblivion has fought Legit so many times, he's very aware.
Oh, he's probably going through his 3rd controller right now, trying to mash out of those up airs. No, good get up right there from Legit.
Wait, did Legit just take Oblivion to Town and City?
He did. This is confidence coming out from your boy.
This is... I was going to say this is suicide coming out from my boy.
No. You got to trust him the first game. Then he goes. If he goes here for game 5, then you know something's wrong. All right, but Oblivion is looking phenomenal so far here on Town and City on Legit's counter pick, 86-2 so far. Going for these down tilts. And again, now I love that from Oblivion. He is just standing there. He's waiting it out, waiting for Legit to make the first move. The complete opposite than what was happening in the first 2 games.
He's been slowing down his pace every single game in this set. And it sounds like he's like past that critical point where now he's slow enough to actually start dealing with Legit's toss now.
Great back air to stuff that fair.
Legit able to get his word in on this conversation though.
I mean, this is just where Diddy just shines so well, covering the landings right there coming from Meta Knight. Because really all he has is trying to jump up with the dare, maybe a dimensional cape here and there. Aside from that, what Meta Knight just can't land.
It gets really tough for him, yeah. And it's just the Diddy vortex, so to speak, right? Where most characters, you return to neutral when you touch the ground. Against Diddy, it's you return to neutral when you touch the ground and he no longer has banana.
Exactly.
Until then, he's essentially still in an advantage state.
It's like, oh, you're trying to air dodge in? I'm just going to wait and throw the banana at you.
You
even if I don't have a
shield?
banana, I'm just going to get you anyway.
Yeah.
Down tilt. No, missing the grab. Okay, so finally, Oblivion, the first time he ended up getting advantage state, capitalized on it so much.
Yeah, he was running away with it in the very beginning of the game, right? Got uncontested 80% on Legit. Legit made it look like an even game, but Oblivion closed it out the next time he won.
I mean, that was a solid, what, almost minute that Legit just controlled the stage, and Oblivion didn't land for free. But that 1 second where he sent Legit off stage, just got him.
It's what the matchup looks like.
Definitely what he needs to do to make this happen. You know what? He's still sitting at 103 right now. Legit is not careful. One dash attack might be able to seal it up. No, good DI.
Yeah, really great smash
gets caught
DI.
yet again.
But here we go.
That's it.
Town and City. A very risky choice. I like calling it the sudden death stage choice, right? Because you're essentially banking on the fact that I am going to win neutral immediately, and I'm going to kill them before they have time to adapt.
Yeah.
But against Meta
great
Knight,
stage.
the window is so small that if you're not on point all the way, you end up paying for it with the game. And now we're getting the FD pick. This is what I was actually expecting Legit
I'm surprised he didn't go here in the first place. Like, I don't know if it was a confidence pick, a comfort pick, or what, but the fact you just took a Meta Knight to Town and City is a little questionable. So now we are here in this Game 5 situation, and here I am looking for Legit to just hold that banana for dear life. Like, he needs to go ahead and just chill out and let Oblivion come down.
And it's like we were talking about earlier, and the reason why I'm surprised not to see the FD pick is traditionally Legit is known for his really strong neutral game. And if you're a very neutral-based Diddy, you like FD. Because
he chips on his own banana.
Ends up staying alive. Because there's so little options for your opponent to do once you win neutral on this level that you can keep winning it over and over again. No platforms for them to hide on.
Unfortunate for Twan, ended up grabbing the banana yet again. He could have got, you know, maybe possibly ladder right there. He really Legit is in that good range right now to make it happen.
Tries to get the banana slam, and doesn't quite find it though.
Another forward throw, and this is where the trouble starts happening. You are there stuck on the ledge against Diddy Kong.
Right now, again, Legit, once he finds that opening, as Diddy Kong just wants to do, oh, never mind. Never mind.
The double never mind. Legit end up overextending just a tiny bit. That's it.
The
air dodge.
Never mind.
But all these players are just trying to avoid almost every option and just setting themselves up after one move. But, you know, that was just some good recovery right there from Twan. Like, he missed a couple of times to get him and just had one air dodge on his platter and just ran with it. All right, Legit, he needs to go ahead and get the stock away. If not, I think it's only another 15% before Twan can go ahead and take it away.
Ooh,
yep, he went for the reset.
Paying off. Yeah, Twan just gets slower and slower as the set progresses.
All right, Legit end up jumping out of that situation, but there's only so many lives you have. All right, down tilt.
Does not find the conversion. Good DI by Oblivion. DI'd away, forcing the greed for Legit would be Rarbert to catch that.
Yeah, Legit just did not recognize it in time. Ooh, caused the dash attack, unfortunately didn't get it.
Ooh, reads the back roll, but is unable to capitalize with that dash grab.
Yeah, he ended up going a little bit too far. Thought he was going to go directly to the ledge, but fortunate for Twan, he's able to roll back yet again. Twan's just playing the keep-away game. Like, there is nothing else he needs to do right now.
I actually really like that Twan is essentially playing for the clock right now. I think it's an underrated...
Oh no, it Legit SDing!
And Sean actually angrily yelling, even though his crewmate just won, his Diddy loyalty outweighs it, and yells some very loud profanity that I will not repeat.
Well, I get what Sean's doing, because all we're going to hear is, you know, Diddy's bottom 10. Like, look at this recovery. You can't do anything.
You know, I think I could compromise with Diddy's by saying that they are top 55.
There we go. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I think it's very respectable.
I think Diddy may.
I think after witnessing the Ganondorf and Olomar matchup, he's definitely bottom 10 now.
Who is?
Ganon.
Ganon bottom 10?
Ganon's bottom 10. He's not bottom 3. He's bottom 10.
He beats Olomar.